Hey, what's up, Ringside Collectibles and WrestlingFigures.com fans? I'm here for a very special Ringside Collectibles unboxing with a very special guest, Darby Allin. We're going to be unboxing the AEW Unmatched Series 1 figure of Darby Allin. Darby, what's up, man? How you doing today?
What up, dude? I'm doing beautiful, especially after that coffee match. I was afraid that all week I wasn't going to be able to walk, but here I am. I
Dude,
feel
you're
beautiful.
like, is there anybody more like indestructible than you right now? I
I
can't
don't
think of anyone.
I don't know. It's weird because with the years of skateboarding, it's really got me ready for everything I do in the ring, and it's crazy, man. I don't know. I feel like that's a tough question.
I feel like it's a huge part of why so many people are connecting with you, obviously, and they see that you seriously have no fear, and it's not only wild to see in a match, but just like the way that you are how you are right now, just like I feel like you're ready to go again. Would you go through that match again, like within the next couple of weeks? Could you handle it? What do you think?
Yeah, no, I can handle it. The day right after the coffin match, that next day I was out skateboarding, and
Damn.
if anything Tony Hawk has taught me when I've talked to him was, I asked him, like, he's like 50 something and he's still
Mhm.
killing it on skateboard, and I was like, what's the secret? And he's like, you just don't stop. You don't like tell your body like, oh, I need a rest for a week, because that's when everything starts, like you start feeling it. So it's real good. Just keep going, dude. Keep going.
Excellent. I love it, man. I love it. So there's a new wrestling figure line for AEW. So we've had AEW Unrivaled that you've had a couple of figures in. Now we have AEW Unmatched, and I think we were able to send you one so we could do this unboxing together, right? Or do you have one on hand?
Yeah, man, I got it right here.
Excellent. I love it. There it is. So the packaging's a little bit different. Like in the Unrivaled line, we've got like some gold trim on there, but in the Unmatched line, you've got silver at the top, like your name in silver. So slightly different to give it some variety, give it a little more excitement when we're looking at two different series types here. Who knows what could happen between the two of them now? So pretty cool. What do you think?
I personally like the silver. I remember, like,
Yeah.
first got it, it like really, really popped out to me. Something like, I didn't know what was different. It made it feel more like collectors for some reason with the silver. I couldn't explain it. And then,
Totally. It pops, man. Like there's the gold in the AEW logo, and then like kind of the gold matching with the silver, I think looks really sweet the way that it is right now.
yeah, this is everything about this toy is very insane. So
So and on the back there's a photo, right? So that's from the match that the attire is based on at Full Gear, right? Full Gear 2020.
this photo on the back actually is photos that we're taking that the day before the pay-per-view backstage. I'm
Ah,
wearing my suit in this photo, and I told Speedy, our photographer, to take a quick snap of me doing my no comply 360. It took me a second to be like, yo, what's going on back here? But then I
hell yeah.
remember I remember that's what it was. It was like a day before the pay-per-view. We were taking photo shots and everything like that. So yeah, it was cool to see that, especially with the skateboard. And if anybody knows me, they know that the no comply 360 is my go-to trick. So it's cool to have that on a box.
That's sick. That's really awesome. How about your signature? What do you feel? Is it looking accurate on the back of that packaging or what?
Oh yeah, it's accurate. It's the funny thing. Everybody that sees my signature for the first time, they're always like, "That's it," and I'm like, "Yeah, I just keep it like really simple and like like logo, like symbols and stuff like that." I feel like I don't know. Granted, anybody could forge it, but
Hey, it's smooth, man. That's like your tag as far as I'm concerned. So
yeah, I got, yeah, like that the D, those two lines under there. That's like the Death Wish logo, and nobody really knows it, but I got it tattooed right here on my cheek. But
nice. Hell yeah.
um, that's yeah, it's cool to just have a basic thing that just sticks out.
Love
So
it. So, dude, whenever you're ready, I'd love to have you crack it open and get a look at it. Let's see. And for everyone watching at home, you can see Darby's got a really unique opening style. He's going in from the bottom right there. So. And I've got.
Originally, I was going to the bottom because I thought I could be safe with it, but then I find out that there's no way to be safe with it.
Nah. At this point, it's just like go for it. And we can find you another one also, so you can still have one in the package. Oh. Getting there. Nice. Quality unboxing, man.
Start with the TNT Championship because it's
taking
out of the box.
So what do you think? Looking at this, that's got to be pretty next level to have like a commemorative version, basically, of the championship that you've basically made famous. So
yeah, it's crazy because I was expecting the skateboard only with it. So when I first saw this, and then I was like, oh damn, it's pretty cool, because my whole goal with the TNT Championship was the moment I won it, because everybody always told me, when are you going to win the big one? And I was like, fool, this is the big one. Like the thing is, like, because I feel like it was up to me to make it seem super important. And everybody knows me on a personal level. They know how much that meant to me. And like I've said it countless times, but I literally would go anywhere I feel that no one else is willing to go to make a championship mean something. So this right here is really cool to have in my toy.
Yeah, so. Definitely. You can certainly say you've done that at this point. How's it look? Is it from an accuracy perspective? Like, you've had this championship on your shoulder, right? So it's got to be looking hopefully pretty good. No, yeah, it looks real good. The little Turner Mansion right there. I used to do signings, and fans would ask me, "What is that? Is that Cody's house?" I'm like, "No." One day, maybe. It looks real nice. And so, then yeah, let's definitely look at the accessories. You've got the skateboard also. So the face of TNT on the front and you on the back. What are you thinking? Yeah, no, this is cool. My friend, he also works at AEW, Charlie Ramone. He he did the art right there for that. So when he first saw that this was actually a toy, he's like, "Oh my goodness, like this is crazy shit." So it's real cool to have that art on there from like a close friend of mine. And then the back right there, that was a t-shirt design that I had for AEW. So that's also cool because I totally forgot they were gonna do that. So it's always awesome when you get surprised with things. And then plus the skateboard looks beat to hell, which normally that's kind of my jam with it, because the same board I write out half the times on these shows is the same one I stick with in real life. Yeah. But it's cool to have a board that looks like it. That's dope. That's one of my favorite details of this is normally like a skateboard toy or like skateboard accessory. It's like super fresh and super new, and you've got like the wear and tear on the tread and stuff like that. It's really cool to see it made that way. So yeah, I think it came out real sick. It looks just like his painting, which is like amazing. With especially up here, because that little skull face right there, he did that all in like paint pen, so it even looks like it's paint pen on the toy. So. Damn, here he is. It's the guy, man. It's like how surreal is it holding a miniature version of yourself like that? It's funny because when I like turn it sideways and look at the side profile, I feel like
dang, it looks just like me. With
That,
that, it's sick. And the coolest part is the fingernails right there, pink fingernails. I got those on right now. So
hell yeah, nice, nice.
yeah, it's yeah, no, this was cool. The everything with this body paint, I really like to do different things on big time matches and everything like that. Just guessing. And our makeup artist Danny from AEW, she killed it with this body paint. And then it was like so much so that I was contemplating where these tree roots are right here popping out. I was planning on getting that tattooed on me.
Yeah, and can you tell us more about kind of the body paint details here? Like what inspired that, and what, obviously you said you work with Danny for this, but like what kind of things are you talking about? Like how do you get into these specific details? Thinking about the tree, even
well, this whole thing right here is just human growth. Like for me, it was like a tree. Like that night we were going out there, and then that's pretty much when I finally came out and stuff like that, and was really like, that's like my whole mindset of it is like, yo, this tree has been like planted when it first started in AEW, and then a year and some change later, I was at the top of my game, and I really felt that night was my Darby's like main event level, because it's like right when you start believing it in your mind, because obviously you get to AEW, especially from the indies and stuff like that, you start having you have a little bit of doubt, like, oh, like, do I belong in the main event scene? But that night I was like, yep, I'm willing to go anywhere with this championship and make it mean everything. So
nice. Hell yeah. And how about your jacket? One of the things that I think is really cool about this figure is the jacket's like, it's a lot more flexible than usual when jackets like this come out on wrestling figures. So like it's going to be even more removable, which is definitely key for a guy like you that's doing so much kind of intense, insane stuff in ring. Like you need all that flexibility. So to be able to get it on and off, like how do you feel about looking at this jacket, the detail, and how spot on it is to what you were wearing that night?
No, it looks. I didn't even notice right here up on the shoulders. The normal jacket that I do have, there's like a weird like gold tint to it. It's like bleach stained or something like that. So it's cool to have those little things. And then underneath right here, because normally I wear a 2-piece jacket. It's like this piece that I'm wearing right here is actually my ring jacket underneath my actual jean jacket.
Nice,
so it's
nice
in here, and just the detail and everything, like the bleach stains. So
speaking of that, actually, you did say before we got started, you have a shirt on today that's the same shirt that you have on in the chase version of this figure. Is that correct?
Yep. This one right here is I believe the show was Fighter Fest Night 2 when I came back and cracked Brian Cage's skull open with the skateboard. Yeah, this is the shirt, and that's the thing though, is that everybody that sees me outside of the ring, like the fans, they're like, "Damn, this guy's wearing the same clothes." I don't know if that's a good or bad.
That's good, man. That's like that's superstar status for real. Like there's really only one way for them to see you, and that's it, I think. So to me, I think that's really awesome.
Well, I've always hated the thought of meeting somebody that you look up to, and then when you meet them in real life, they look totally different. Their aesthetic and like, dang, man, like, is this an act? Like I like that's what I'm doing out there in AEW. I believe in everything I'm doing. I feel it from the heart. So
that's awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about your so just keeping with the attire, like your ring tights here and like your shorts, like what are the designs? What are we looking at right there, all the way down to your boots? Like what have you got going on?
So all these shorts right here is shorts that I hand painted myself, and like I put some like studs on the bottom, and I'd wear them all the time, but I still have them, but I don't wrestle in them anymore. I was keeping them before. But then the boots all the way down to here, these leggings that I get from and then the boots Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. The little heart on the boot. I think I colored that day of the show. I was just
Nice.
got like a little bit of like, I get antsy. When I get antsy, I start drawing. So I think I was just trying to be like, oh, let me see what I can do here. So that's cool that I didn't notice that.
Yeah, you can remember that for next time, because even that's like within a day, still it'll end up on the action figure, right? So
Yeah, it's
that's,
smallest of details, and that's what I like, how people take the time to make the smallest details, because a little goes a long way, especially with collectibles like this, and things that are going to be immortalized in toy form. It's cool to really take the time out.
no doubt, no doubt. So obviously your partnership with Sting right now has to be definitely, I don't want to speak for you, but I would assume it's got to be some of the most exciting, greatest moments of your career at this point. Would you like to hopefully continue that and then see maybe a 2-pack with you and Sting, like a wrestling figure 2-pack? What would that be like?
No, it'd be crazy. Like, the biggest thing is it's such a crazy feeling, because when I first heard Sting was coming to AEW, I was like, oh, I didn't know what to expect. But then once we actually talked and we met, we like really gelled. It's crazy, because he actually now is like, when we get to the building, now that we're back on tour and everything, he's like, just come to my locker room and change. He's like, my locker room is your locker room. So it's just me and him in there. And it's like, it's cool that outside of the ring, it's because like outside of the ring, like we can still talk, text. I go over to his house, train, whatever it may be. So there's it's actually cool that what you see on TV isn't just a thing just for TV. It's actually, he's gone on and said, you've done so much since I've been here. You gave me a lot of okay, confidence to get back in the ring and wrestle and stuff like that. So if people think we're only together because we have face paint, they're dead wrong, because there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that nobody sees. So take that partnership and then have into a toy, that'd be sick.
That's really awesome to hear you say that, because I think one of the things that I gather from like you teaming with him is it doesn't feel so much. A lot of people with somebody like Sting, obviously from another generation, they would think, oh, this is more like a passing of a torch or something, right? But it sounds to me like you guys are like peers. Like he really like he kind of has a lot of knowledge to give you and things like that. But this is a guy that you would really trust in your corner, almost maybe more than anybody else, to go toe to toe with somebody that you might otherwise have some challenges with,
Yeah, he's been at the top of the game in the wrestling world for so long. And it's like, with it being around the energy that he gives off like that, it's like weird, because I've always felt I've connected better with older, different ages other than my own, and that goes back to like working at the 99-cent store and stuff like that. I've always was like, I'm going to go hang out with the 50-year-old guys doing crazy shit in the back corner. But like, the thing is, like with Sting, it's like there's no drama, there's no pettiness, no gossip. It's like, dude, we're here because AEW means a lot to him to be treated with the respect, and go out there and do things that he like wants to do, and write his own stories. So when you're around that energy, it's crazy, because you would think, like you said, you would think that it's like passing the torch, but no, it's like we're on the same wavelength, and we're just like, yo, dude, like, what about this? What about that? What about this? And it's like, it's real cool to have that, friendship with him. So it's not like, hey, Mr. Sting, nice to meet you. And it's like,
yeah.
Dude, I'm like, what up, man?
That's awesome to hear, though, because it's not, that's really rare, man. To me, that's like, people can say what they want about wrestling and what they think about it, but that situation and what we see that you guys do together, that's like a diamond in the rough. It's really great to see. So cool. I definitely appreciate that kind of insight.
For sure.
There he is. one day soon, it'll be this and Sting right here in the other hand. So
yeah, I think honestly, his first match back in a live crowd, the Double or Nothing, where I had my face paint too, full face paint, the skeleton inspired Sting look. I feel like that would be dope with next to Sting. That night was real special.
Excellent. Well,
whatever anybody has planned, but so
we know Jazzwares is probably listening, so if not, we'll send them some notes, right? So Darby, listen, man, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. It's awesome to sit here, not only talk with you, but to get you to get to see you unbox your figure in Unmatched Series 1, which is really like, it's pretty monumental to see AEW figures kind of blowing up in popularity right now. So to be able to kind of share that with you just for a few minutes is really excellent. So appreciate you coming and talking to us. And hopefully if you have another good look in the future, if you'd like, we'd love to have you again and crack it open again.
Yeah, dude. Anytime, man. I don't take any of this stuff for granted. Like I really like to be part of everything and really push the company, and it's real cool. Thanks for having me on.
Excellent. No doubt. Anytime. Thanks. Darby Allin. All right, y'all. Thanks a lot for joining us. Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com. Exclusive unboxings. You saw it here.